Before I start this commentary, I have one thing to say to David Wash 3R3 and Ryan Rhino Mills. Bring it on.
Is it really that hard to pronounce my username? Seriously, it's not that hard. I said so in the video. How can you miss that? Jeez.
Whoa. Hold it. Why are y'all making a commentary without me?
But Lurisoft, we already have 3 people. It's not working, dude.
Oh, come on! I haven't been in a B.O.P commentary yet.
And?
Come on, please.
No.
Pretty please.
No.
Pretty please.
No.
Please. I want to be in the commentary.
Alright, shut up, you stupid thief!
Hey guys, this is Ryan Rhino Mills here.
This is Daniel Mario 123.
This is Lurisoft.
And this is David Was Here.
And welcome to another bunch of pseudo-intellectuals commentary. We're doing a commentary on this brony guy. So yeah.
My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon. My IQ's the infinite space from here to the moon.
Hello everybody, Matthais here, and I'm back with another commentary on another reviewer. This time it's a guy called Drowning in Horseshoes. I hope that this guy is a good person, but he seems to play a crazy person. I mean, he plays the role of a crazy person. I mean, he acts like he's a drunken, crazy person. This guy is just weird. I mean, I'm not telling you this guy's intelligent, but...
Hey man, if here's the latest trend, it's called editing and scripting your video. Or, you know, not having it dragged out for so goddamn long.
Like, the jokes he does, the way he does it. Look, I'm going to comment on his review of Bats. And... I don't understand this Drowning in Horseshoes guy. He's just weird. Like, I can't figure him out. Like I said, he's a good person. I'm pretty sure he is. But the way he does things, like, the humor is like... Well, let's just start the review already.
It's officially apple bucking day!
Tonight, I'm gonna have myself a real good time. What the...
Oh my gosh! The review didn't even start and I already hate it. First of all, it has that what the boom meme in the beginning, and everything's playing backwards. What is this? What is this? What is this, a YouTube poop?
Was that a YouTube poop? Well, I'll tell you something. It's a wonderful piece of art. And if you do not understand that, well, you are one filthy fart!
I'm gonna have for a review, now please on YouTube poop. And what's this? Flare site goes to hell? What kind of... What? At least put tires if you're gonna be funny. Wait, I just realized, that's not funny. How is that funny? It's called Bats, not Flare site goes to... Ugh. Wow. Like, not even 5 seconds and I already hate this review.
Yes, I got the few seconds in cliche spot on my bingo board. Let's see, all we need is for him to be a Sonic fanboy, and we got a perfect bingo.
I know I said last week that people take this show too seriously and expect too much from it.
Remember, Horseshoe said that, folks. It will be important later on in the video.
I think I jinxed myself, because this week's episode was a big steaming pile of guano. And the worst part is nobody believes me.
Seriously, you're editing out the swears. And while we're on the topic of the changes to the original video, what the hell is that border thing that has no point at all? You know what? We're using Horseshoe's original footage. I mean, even Ryan leaves in the swears and he's a pussy.
Everyone I've talked to says it was great. The one person that I've talked to says it was great. He's the only one who talks to me. At least the only one in this grid show.
Are you trying to get us to feel bad for you? Because it's not working. I'm pretty sure you talk to more people than who that guy is in the corner. I'm pretty sure you have other friends besides that guy.
So I'm guessing that you haven't learned your lesson about taking jokes too seriously, huh? Well, screw that. In an attempt to save time, we're just gonna skip every time he does that. Except for one exception later in the video.
Will we still have a video to commentate on after that?
I sure as heck hope so.
Now, before I start complaining about shit, I should talk about the one really good thing about this episode, and that's the song. The song kicks ass. In fact, I think it's probably my favorite song of the whole series. It's just so weird and dark and tonally different from the kind of songs we're used to from this show. Megan compared it to Danny Elfman, and if that's what they were going for, they nailed it. With its gloomy, grumpy horns and spidery violins, it sounds like something you'd hear in hell.
Oh, so that's why you call this Fluttershy Goes to Hell. Yeah, I see. I still think it's stupid, and first of all, I'm pretty sure a song you hear in hell would be a bad song. Like, it would make your ears bleed when you listen to it. If it's a good song, it wouldn't be in hell because it sounds good. A bad song would be in hell, like Spike's rendition of the Christmas Party Anthem. That would be in hell.
Whoa, bro. No, Satan does had no time for Spike rendition. He got to have the hardcore old symphony of Little Ponies talking about smushing bats. Satan has specific tastes.
And it's easy to picture Applejack as the devil, rolling into town in disguise to whip everyone up into a murderous mob.
No. That's not at all what Applejack is doing here. The vampire fruit bat.
And that's exactly what she does. Before long, she has them all circling Fluttershy and chanting like a cult, which actually comes off as kinda scary, and totally plays up the classic horror movie trope of who's the real monster here. Just like the angry mob storming Frankenstein's castle, or the planes that shot down King Kong.
It wasn't the airplanes. It was beauty killed the beast.
Wow, that's a nice comparison there, Horsehoes. Good job there.
Kielbasa sausage, your butt cheeks is warm.
You just had to ruin it, didn't you? You couldn't let me like one thing about this review, could you? Ugh.
Wait, so because he made a joke with a media clip, that ruins his good point? That makes no sense whatsoever.
Pay attention to the performances too, especially Rarity and Rainbow Dash. Their voices sound deeper, harsher, more aggressive, even angry. Rarity almost sounds like an outright villain here.
Well, I for one don't have a doubt. These vermin must be stamped right out.
It's just one line, but Tabitha delivers it more like Cruella de Vil than the high-class sweetheart we've come to know and love. It's awesome. I love how as soon as the song ends, everything just immediately goes back to normal and everyone's all smiles and hugs again. Rarity's reaction is priceless.
Stop the bats, make them go and not come back. Stop the bats. I'm sorry, Fluttershy, but I believe Applejack has made the better argument.
Alright, that was a good point. Good job, Horseshoes. You're starting to redeem yourself.
I also dig how it's framed as a debate between Applejack and Fluttershy with contrasting tones, similar to the song between her and Dash in May the Best Pet Win. But what I like most about it is that while it is very catchy, it also does not flow as nicely as the other songs in the series, and I'm pretty sure that was on purpose.
Well, isn't that such a delightfully nice image?
911, take your emergency.
Hello, 911. I would like to report a possible sexual assault in process. There is a creepy brown Christian Harry Potter brony standing very close to me and making me feel very uncomfortable.
I'll show you what I mean. Here, listen to this line.
Now wait just a minute, there's another side to this. did not defend them, then I would be remiss. These bats are mamas and papas too. They care for their young just like we ponies do.
Oh, give me a break, you're being too kind.
Now, notice how the melody sort of veered off at the end there, and it had to take a second to catch up before Applejack's part? It's really jarring. Because of how seamless the first switch from Applejack to Fluttershy was, you expect the switch back to be just as seamless, and all your instincts about rhythm tell you that the line should go like this. These bats are mamas and papas too. They care for their young just like we do. I'll suck my dick, you yellow pink bitch.
The sad part here is that he's actually trying to make a good point here, but he ruins it by saying the most perverted line in the world. Shoot.
How does making a joke ruin your point? If that's the case, 80% of the community would be screwed.
You're saying that like it isn't already screwed. Ooh, shots fired!
You see what I mean? Now, disregarding the fact that I sing like an amputee.
Yeah, sir. Let's all laugh at the physically disabled. That's funny, isn't it?
Sarcasm self-test complete.
Well, I guess I should fill up the sarcasm slot in my bingo card. Again.
Amputee. You notice how my version sort of flows better? It's just an old common sense rule of rhythmic verbiage. If you want the lines to flow together nicely, they should contain the same amount of syllables. But this song blatantly disregards that rule. The lines are too wordy and it screws up the rhythm. And believe it or not, I'm saying that in this case, that's a good thing. It happens a few times throughout the song. Certain lines are deliberately redundant and don't fit right. Extra words are thrown in to complicate the melody and disorient the listener. It makes the whole song sound janky and disjointed. Okay, get ready to have your mind blown, because what I'm saying is that the melody is purposely jarring and unpredictable. Exactly like the motion of a bat!
Pretty sneaky, sis.
I don't get it.
What I'm saying is that the musical complexities and meta-subliminal theming of this composition are noted and appreciated.
And that's how we know that this guy is smart. Rude, but smart.
Okay, now that I'm finally done talking about the part I liked, I can get back to telling you all why I've arbitrarily decided to hate this episode. One thing I did not appreciate is how right off the bat... this episode relies on hoof-waving... and overly convenient contrivances to stop Fluttershy from just solving the problem immediately, like she should be able to.
If Fluttershy solved the problem immediately, we wouldn't have an episode. And why are you using Fluttershy as your avatar? Well, this guy, isn't he your avatar? Use him. You made him.
This is the first vampire fruit bat I've ever met, and, well, it might take some time for me to really understand their language.
Uh-huh.
That's a valid excuse.
What's the problem? You've used the stare plenty of times before.
Yes, but it's not something I take lightly. I've made a vow not to use it except in dire circumstances. There's some good chicken.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe Fluttershy was lying because she didn't want to use her stare to basically let Twilight use mind control on those poor bats? Because Fluttershy loves animals. She didn't want Twilight to cast that spell on those bats and change their personalities and change their physiology. She might have just said that in order to get them to not do the plan. Fluttershy isn't stupid. I could see her doing that.
But you're missing the point of the clip that he showed. His point was that Fluttershy had no reason to say that she had to use it for dire circumstances, even though most of the times that she did use it, it was for things that bothered her. Basically, white people problems for ponies.
Despite this, I think the episode started out pretty strong. The conflict between AJ and Fluttershy about the bats was really interesting and had a lot of potential. They could have just made the episode about that, but they didn't. Instead, they went in completely the opposite direction by turning Fluttershy into a godless abomination that I would not have sex with.
Oh, so you're one of those freaking pedophiles, those sexual perverts that give bronies a bad name. Great. Just great.
What? No. He's not a pedophile. He's a zoophiliac.
Unless I was drunk. Like, really belligerently, irresponsibly drunk. We're talking rainbow draft levels of inebriation here.
Who's that lady on the magazine? What's her name?
And I am not kidding here. The next 3, 4, 5 minutes of this review is as him sitting in a bathroom, pretending to be drunk, staring at that stupid magazine, talking in a drunken, stupid voice for 3, 4, 5 minutes.
Okay, the part of him talking drunk starts around 6:27 and ends at 7:30. So it's not 3, 4, or 5 minutes. It's 1 minute.
This is just so stupid. I mean, how would you like it if I took 3, 4, 5 minutes out of my review to do something stupid like that? Look here.
Holy Jeebus Christ. No, this is too good not to take advantage of. Put it to music!
Look here, our 3 little ponies, ready to sing for this crowd. Listen up, cause here's our story. I'm gonna sing it very loud.
Backstreet's back, alright. Think of the cider. Won't some pony please think of the cider?
Ugh. Something about that line rubs me the wrong way.
That line was funny, and you're the one who made the rainbow draft joke, so you're kind of being hypocritical here.
It seems kind of forced and corny. In fact, a lot of the dialogue in this episode was not good.
Fluttershy, you're our animal expert.
It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
If you're going to make a reference, make it a reference that people are going to know. Because if they don't know the reference, it's not going to be funny and the joke is going to fail.
Me. Can I say something? I thought the joke was funny. You want to know something else? I don't even fully know what he was referencing.
If you don't know the reference, you're not going to get it, and if you don't get it, it's not going to be funny. So make sure you reference something that is well known, not something obscure like Squigoff or whatever movie this line came from, because I don't know who the master of unlocking is. And I don't know the context of that statement, so therefore the joke fails. Bad referencing. Boo!
So basically, it has to be a reference that you yourself gets, otherwise it's not funny. There's just no winning for the horseshoe guy, is there?
Oh god, Rarity, not you too. She's got the thing with the suit tail. Oh god, this show is just determined lately to kill my horse boner forever.
Horse boner?
Witching hour.
What? Why would you say that? What is the context of that statement? You could have just as easily had the ponies looking scared and apprehensive without that line. Show don't tell. Bad writing. Boo.
Alright, I got my bad referencing boo joke from Flying in Horseshoes. I admit it. Give him the credit. Okay.
Does every pony have their pony signal?
Again. What? Since when do they have these cutie signals? And also, correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm sure you will, but how is Rarity doing this? I can buy Twilight knowing how to do this, but I thought the extent of Rarity's magical abilities was telekinesis and gem collecting. Do all the ponies have pony signals or just unicorns then? Oh, no, I guess they all have them. Pinky's is a flashlight. So where do they all get these flashlights? Are they given to them at their cute Seniera? Don't you think these signals would have come in handy during Castlemania? Or any of the other millions of times they were separated in the dark?
I'm pretty sure that this is just a thing that the main 6 made up just for their midnight vampire fruit bat stakeout. They didn't have these before. At least that's right. That's a feasible explanation to why I never used them before.
Maybe it's some random plot point that the writers pulled out of their butts at the last second.
Whatever. It's weird, but I don't even have time to think about it before something else comes out of left field and blows my mind. What is the deal with Pinky's hair? She seems to have learned a trick or two from the maniac. Somebody ought to tell her green isn't her color. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's weird and gross and just stop it. Oh my god, why does she keep doing it? Fuck!
Swear to me!
Gee, Pinky, you didn't even try giggling at it.
It's giggle at the ghosty, not giggle at the vampire.
You do know that the song also says, crack up at the creepy. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Flutterbat can be considered pretty freaky, creepy.
The writers sure do seem to enjoy subverting Fluttershy's cutiness. So far, they've turned her into a vampire bat monster, a raging Hulk, and even a dirty, kikey Jew.
Why are you making fun of the Jews now? That's really pathetic that you have to resort to Jew jokes. That's really sad. That's pathetic. That's the lowest form of comedy, even little toy humor. Sheesh, this guy is awful.
Yet you're totally okay with thinking his jokes, yeah. Good to know.
It's not Fluttershy. That's Flutterbat.
This dialogue is so fucking blatant and lazy. It's not clever at all. It's not even trying to be clever. Even the title of the episode is lazy and uncreative. Bats? Just bats? That's it? Really? Usually the episode names are based on a clever pun or some kind of tongue-in-cheek reference to something. But nope, just bats. Is it supposed to be a reference to the movie Bats from 1999?
Yes, of course it is. And that's brilliant. That's ingenious to reference that movie. That's a good idea. It makes a lot of sense.
You know, I would sort of give you that if what you said wasn't followed by Horseshoe saying this.
No fucking way. I call bullshit. That is pointlessly obscure even for me.
But what if people don't know about the movie Bats? They won't get the reference. Bad referencing. Boo!
Look, I'll prove it. There are so many better things you could have called this episode. Night of the Meek, Blind Panic, Fangs for Asking, Full Dark No Stairs, Moonlit Mayhem, Appetite for Destruction, Bats in Her Bell Tree, Low Hanging Fruit, Apple Flutter, Fluttershy becomes a fucking vampire. These are just off the top of my head.
Alright, I have to admit, those titles do sound good.
I hate to say it, but this episode was clearly phoned in. There's no other explanation I can think of for how lazy the dialogue, plot contrivances, and even the title itself are. What fucking amateur wrote this shit? Meriwether Williams? Never heard of her. Sounds like some kind of corny 70s sitcom about a ditzy curly-haired lesbian who don't take no guff.
How dare you insult Meriwether Williams like that? How dare
Just look at Twilight's contrived, idiotic explanation of Fluttershy's vampirism.
Okay, so this is me, these are the bats, and this is Fluttershy doing her stare. The spell was supposed to go right onto the bats like this. But somehow the spell must have backfired. It took the vampire fruit bat's desire to be vampire fruit bats and transferred that desire into Fluttershy.
Yep, okay, makes perfect sense. No, I have no objections. If that's what you say happened, then who am I to argue? Oswald, carry on, I don't care. Fuck this bullshit, I quit, go to commercial!
It's a magical world of talking ponies. It's not gonna always make perfect sense. And from what we got, it kinda does make sense in a weird way. It doesn't make perfect sense, it makes some sense. It's not that stupid. It's not that contrived, it's not that dumb. I mean, come on, it's magic. Seriously. It's not gonna make perfect sense.
Okay, just saying that it's magic or it's in a world full of talking ponies, that still doesn't excuse basic logic and not having it be forced and contrived as all hell. There needs to be ground rules to this world in order to work. You can't just have a fantasy land where anything can happen, otherwise it wouldn't make sense and you'd be crushing things left and right. Also, Twilight has been proven to be a fan-fucking-tastic use of magic. I don't know if she is called a wizard in this world or something else. Sue me. So, this one slip-up, I don't buy. It's rather contrived, to be honest.
So, somehow they reckon they can use mirrors to get Fluttershy to use her stare on herself, to reverse the polarity of the neutron flow, make her normal again. Yeah, makes about as much sense as a collection plate in a synagogue.
Stop insulting the Jews!
Since when is Fluttershy's stare an always-on passive ability? It's not. It never has been. She has to make a conscious effort to use it. She even says so at the beginning of this episode. Fuck you, Rick Berman.
Who the hell is Rick Berman?
Dude. You need to calm your tits, man. Calm your tits.
Now, how about we celebrate our stronger-than-ever friendship with a nice, ripe, juicy apple?
Stand back! I want to suck its juice!
Holy shit! You know what's the worst thing about this episode? I was watching it on a stream, and as soon as it ended, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas started playing. And that's how I was left there, alone, with all the tortured voices in my own head, cutting my hands, collecting the scattered shards of my broken soul, drifting alone in this black void of madness with no company but the echoing of my own screams throughout the vast silence of the emptiness inside me for all eternity.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay.
Are you going to do anything? Are you just going to sit there looking pathetic?
Let him have his moment. Cause he's being crazy.
Wait. Oh no. No, don't you dare. Don't you do it. Oh no. No, don't you dare do it. Don't you, don't you, don't you, don't you.
I'm grounded in
Horseshoes. This was the worst review I've ever seen in my entire life. It was terrible. The jokes were stupid. The arguments were stupid. The jokes were stupid. And the jokes were offensive. You think suicide is funny? Well, I'm so mad I can't even say into that. Wow. This guy's an idiot. I mean, we have good people like Dr. Wolfcat channel is being taken down. Okay. Luckily, though, Dr. Wolf got his channel back, so that's good. But we got this guy who doesn't go through any trouble. Makes to take his channel down.
So you want his channel to be taken down cause you don't like his review? Well, you know what?
Isn't suicide like offensive? Shouldn't this video be taken down because of that? Man, shoot! I hate this guy. No, sorry, I don't hate the guy. I hate his reviews.
No. We already heard you say that you hated him. Can't change now. You know, unless you edit your voice clips or did retakes so stuff like that wouldn't slip. I mean, even your friend is telling you that you need to take a chill pill, man.
Like, he does these stupid jokes, showing stupid images of amputees, of people with their heads in their crotches, of talking about having sex with ponies. This idiot.
Ad hominems everywhere! Also, didn't you say this?
And that's how we know that this guy is smart. Rude, but smart.
But now, he's an idiot. Great job. You want a cookie?
This freaking lunatic who drinks, who thinks he's drunk, like, I know he's an actor. I know he's playing a character. He probably does not act like this in real life. But look, if you're gonna go through to act that way, that shows what's in your heart. This guy is a freak. This guy is a stupid, like, and he sounds smart. I mean, he did that whole good nice review of the song, but they devolved into this nostalgia critic Angry Video Game nerd knockoff who is just terrible. This review was awful. It wasn't funny. It was stupid. The jokes were awful. He swore like a million times. I had to cut out all of his swears. He swore like 20 times in this video. Oh my gosh!
Wait, you called him an AVGN knockoff, but AVGN swears way more than this guy. What? So AVGN's allowed to do it, but not Horseshoe? And furthermore, AVGN has made obscure references and makes jokes similar to Horseshoe, and to some extent he also makes jokes similar to the last guy you commentated on. Why are they not allowed to make jokes, yet AVGN is? Is it because they're talking about something you like in a negative manner? That's not an excuse. My goodness, you didn't learn anything from the commentaries David and I made on you. It's like talking to a wall, if the wall was a brony.
This guy is an awful reviewer. At least Travis can review episodes. This guy can't review nothing. This guy is terrible. And the rest of his videos have all these stupid sex jokes in them. Shoot. Man. And he makes fun of the Jews, he makes fun of suicide.
Well, you played a clip of dog walker shooting him. So that makes you making fun of murder victims. Yeah, you're a meanie pants.
This guy is awful. This guy is terrible. Do not watch this guy's videos. Do not subscribe to his channel. And if you've ever seen one of his videos, thumbs down. Dislike his videos because this guy's been taken off YouTube.
Just because you don't like him doesn't mean that he needs to be taken off of YouTube. Ryan made a few jokes similar to Horseshoe's humor in his commentary on you and Keith Wickman commentary, and guess what? You subscribe to him. So, does Ryan also deserve to be taken off YouTube because of that? If you answered yes, then please just get up and leave right now.
I can't stand this guy. The end.
I've got brains to burn.
Well, now that the video is over, it's time to give our final thoughts.
That video sucks.
It is true that one cannot expect the outside world to understand our motivations or agree with our values, but it is also true that we cannot change who we are at our core. To attempt to do so would be quite simply dishonest. As Polonius would say, to thine own self be true. Unless you're a pedophile or you work in advertising or something. Always believe, children. Believe in yourself and in your own actions. Carry them out with an iron will and never compromise. And though many will hate you for it, and many more will simply not be able to understand, in those few who do, you will have inspired a love and loyalty that will not die easily. What else did Polonius say? Ah, yes. Though this be madness, yet there is method to it. Nah, keep on believing what you want. Your channel's going downhill. You're not funny anymore. You don't do analysis anymore. You need help.